Guys, in this video we'll discuss regarding watching your thoughts, how to access the source. A discipline was once asked his master, "Oh holy master, please tell me in one sentence what the essence of religion is." The master replied, "I will tell you in one word." The discipline was curious, "Please impart that one word to me." The master calmly replied, "Silence." Eagerly, the discipline asked, "How does one attain this silence?" "By meditating," the wise one replied. "How should we meditate?" asked the disciple. The master smiled, "By being in silence." Silence is the way and also an end in itself. Silence is not the absence of sound, conversation, thoughts. It is the basis of life itself. It is the source of all expression. But we look at what the source essentially is. Let us first get a first hand experience within us. First hand experience, not a second hand experience with like someone else. You have to do it by yourself. It is possibly to experience it even before understanding it, because the experience of the source is present constantly within each of us. Once we experience it, understanding it will be easier. Now let us perform a short exercise to experiencing a glimpse of this inner silence. Watching your thoughts, the thought numbering meditation. Here is a powerful meditation to help you access the inner silence. Considering spending 5 minutes actually practicing it after reading the instructions that follow. Though the meditation may seem very simple, it is pivotal in gaining an experiential shift in your understanding about thoughts. This meditation is one of the ways of actually accessing the source. We will see many more as we read further. In this short meditation, you will attempt to give a number of every thought. Do not begin the meditation yet. Understand the instructions first. It is advisable to set a timer for 5 minutes. Use your cell phone or your computer or a clock timer to set an alarm only for 5 minutes. In this meditation, as soon as thought arises, you will give it a number. Begin with the number 1. Wait for the next thought to arise. You will then count 2. So, like this meditation is saying that whenever a thought comes, then give it a number. Like one thought come, give it number 1. Second thought come, give it number 2. So watch as your thoughts come and go and let them continue in a normal natural manner. Some thoughts may be positive, some negative, some related to work, while others may be thoughts of boredom. Whatever be the thought, count them regardless of the type of thought that arises. You may get thoughts regarding this meditation itself. What is the use of this? Okay, so even this thoughts will be there, that why I am doing this meditation, why I am wasting my time, or this does not seem to help, or like why I'm wasting time, I can do something productive, I can do something which will help in my future. So just give a number to each such thought as well, and then await the next thought. Your mind might wander away and pursue a trail of thoughts instead of numbering. If this happens, whenever you remember, start from one all over again. Okay, so what the meditation essence is that, like count the number of thoughts and the mind will wander away, and after that wander away, then again you do it and start from number 1 again. So continue this meditation till the timer goes off. And having understood the instructions of timer, like you can like first step was that we need to set a timer for 5 minutes. Okay, so this is meditation. You practice it, and right now only if you practice it, then that will be better, because there is no next moment. Just right now do it. So continue this meditation till the timer goes off. Having understood the instructions, practice it. It just takes 5 minutes. All that it takes is to watch your thoughts, number them, and let them pass. Keep counting up with every passing thought. If you forget the count, start one from one all over again. So go on and do it. You will be able to answer the question that follow only if you have practiced it. So now, if you have indeed spent 5 minutes practicing this meditation, here are three simple questions for you to consider. Was there a gap between the thoughts? Was there moments when there were no thoughts? Were there moments when you were waiting for a thought? Okay, now you have spent 5 minutes practicing this meditation. So, three simple questions. Was there a gap between thought? Okay, this is the first question. Was there moments of no thoughts? Were there moments when you were waiting for a thought? Okay, so these are the three steps which you can do, and you may have answered yes to one of these questions. In all probability, you would have answered yes to at least two of the three questions. This sets the context for understanding what the source is. If the answer to any of this question your experience is yes, what was that state? It was certainly not the mind. The mind is nothing but thoughts. You use your mind only when you think on any subject. When you experienced a gap in your thoughts, even if it was a brief moment or when you were waiting for thoughts, what was that state? Some of you may call it an experience of blankness, some may call it hazy state, and some other call it stillness. Whatever you call it, you are actually getting a glimpse of the source of everything. The source is wellspring from where the thoughts arise. So see, this is a very great thing. This is like one of the best things that, so the first, what the trick of the meditation is that you number the thoughts. Like whatever thought is coming up, number it, number one, number two, and set time for time 5 minutes. And whenever the thought is not coming, like if it mind wanders away and you forget the counting, then start it from one again and keep doing it till you set complete the target of five. And the three states which he told that you will experience, was there a gap between thoughts? Was there moments when there were no thoughts? Were there moments when you were waiting for a thought? Okay, so was there a gap between thoughts? This is the part one. Were there moments when there were no thoughts, and were there moments when you were waiting for a thought? Okay, so you are able to see it like what this is trying to say, that the space between the thought, when there is blankness, you can call it anything, but the word is not the thing. It's that it is something which is living. You cannot imagine it, you cannot have it, does it, like it's a shapeless and formless thing. You cannot, you can just be it. You cannot talk about it, you cannot think about it, you can just be it. The space between thoughts, which someone call consciousness or the source of everything. But don't get in the words, because the words itself is thought only. But the blankness, you cannot explain it, you can be it, you can live it. So that is glimpse of the source of everything. The source is the wellspring from where the thoughts arise. So that source, the space between the thoughts, that is the source from where the thoughts arise. So if not in this meditation, there may have been other instances where a state of nothingness may have been experienced. It may have been while practicing some other meditation or spontaneous moments when you felt a sense of oneness with everything. Perhaps on a nature trail, there may be moments when your mind was stilled and did not have thoughts. Even if they were momentary, there were glimpses of the experience of the source. Even like there were some moments only when the thoughts were not like there, and there was like some glimpses. So that is the purpose, is not here to use historic words like god or soul. Any word will do it. We are calling it the source so that it helps us to approach the essence of experience by avoiding preconceived notions that are associated with known words. So the space which is between the thought is the source of the thought. That is the source, that is life itself. And you cannot think it, like you can call it god or soul, but the god or soul word will not do it, because we have already many notations about that. We have already many things listened from people that this is god, this is soul, but that will not work. So let's call it source, because the source will, like the word is a better word. Even source word cannot describe it because it is. But just to keep in for later also, if you can apply this, is that so god or soul is not, like we should not use those words because it will give you preconceived notion, but the source is right word. So when one reads this, one must say, so the source is a meditative state. The word meditation is often misunderstood. There are exercises that relaxes the mind. We are not referring to meditations that relax the mind as the experience of the source. There are mindfulness exercises such as focusing your attention on the breath or the activities of your body that improves your ability to concentrate and be in the present. Again, we are not referring to meditation that help us concentrate as the experience of the source. There are exercises where you pray or chant or visualize by holding into intentions. We are not referring to meditation that focus on intentions as the experience of the source. Through some of these exercises, it is possible that you may attain a thoughtless state. The experience that exists in thoughtless state is the experience of the source. Now, however, this does not mean that source cannot be experienced in the presence of thoughts. We shall understand this further also. There are exercises which can be referred to as consciousness meditations that can easily help in accessing the source. Some of these do not even need to close your eyes. Meditation is not a core to be practiced once or twice a day. It is a state of being that you can dwell in whilst going through your daily activities. See, meditation is also obviously it is not something that you do it. Meditation is something, the state of being which you live. Meditation is not something which you do, it is something which you live every moment. And in this chapter that follow, as we dwell more on what the sources, more consciousness meditation provided, there are simple exercise that you can practice to access and dwell in the source. And we will in this book later it is written on that how, because like all the people they want materialistic things also, not just the spiritual and peaceful, like just about the source. So how you can tap that source and create thoughts which can help you in conscious manifestations of material world also and give you a peaceful life also. So this book title is only this, that it is source, the power of happy thoughts, that you can live peaceful life also, peace and material world also, both things, peace and material, both things you can understand with this. So it's a great book. And we will discuss with the next chapter, the third chapter, beyond the mind, what is the source. Till this we discussed, so till first of all, in the first part we discussed regarding the quest for the love, joy and peace. And in the quest for the love, joy and peace, we discussed some stories of Rabita, that the inner is more important than the external, and inner is the manifestation of external. The outside world reflects our inner state only. And the second chapter we discussed regarding what the source is. Regarding the source, the source is the gap between that, and we discussed a meditation also. So, okay, so first of all, we discussed regarding the quest for love, joy, and peace. In the second part, we discussed watching your thoughts, what is the source. So, understood the source, and we discussed a meditation also. The numbering meditation we learned. So, the numbering meditation is also good meditation. And in the next chapter, we will discuss regarding beyond the mind. So, around 11% book is done, and the 90% also we will do it. Okay, in the kingdom of Mithila ruled the king wise Janak. So we will discuss this chapter in the next part, beyond the mind, what is the source. Here we will sum up till this.